Hello everyone, we are back with another Ecosystem Spotlight Q&A. I'm Amana from Partisia Blockchain, and today I'm joined by Moojan, who is the founder and CEO of Thousand Faces. And in today's Q&A, we'll be learning more about Thousand Faces and what they're trying to solve, and of course, why they choose to build on Partisia Blockchain. Before we get started, Moojan, would you mind just sharing a bit about your background and your role within the team?
Sure. Thank you so much for your invitation. So my background is actually industrial engineering and corporate finance banking. And I very soon I realized that corporate banking is not for me. So I started working in the a startup tech ecosystem. I present myself as a tech entrepreneur and a community builder. So what it really passions me, like my passion is basically to building communities for around a very strong cause. Previous to Thousand Faces, I created a 13,000 member community called Women in AI. We're across 150 countries. We're purely on a volunteer basis to help women learn more about AI. And very recently, I got very interested in blockchain, the power of this technology, the decentralized world that we can create and values that we can build around that. And that's how I got to build Thousand Faces with my sister.
Right, sounds good, thank you. So what is the main objective of Thousand Faces and what problems are you trying to address?
So if you look at the statistics today, only 1.9% of the total VC funding goes to female founders in the world, full female founding teams. And that's a big problem because we have a lot of entrepreneurs around the world who deserve to be funded. And most of the women and underrepresented minorities, they don't get that. Same opportunities. All our team actually are the core team are female entrepreneurs, women, and we have different stories. We come from different countries. Many of us are immigrants, and when you check many boxes, then you see like how many doors they close to you. But we also see that as an opportunity, and that's what we are building. We're building a platform to help people like us to unlock opportunities for themselves and build their companies. Most of these entrepreneurs, especially from emerging markets, that's where we focus. They have brilliant ideas to solve amazing, important problems in the world, and they deserve to be funded. So Thousand Faces is a reward-based crowdfunding platform to source funding through our community, through very engaged community to support these projects. All the projects on our platform, they are made by at least one female founder, and they have at least 2 SDGs of the United Nations. And that's basically the core thing. We are fueling SDG impact investment through a very passionate, mission-driven entrepreneurs across the world. And that's basically what we are solving. And next to that, basically the funding gap that we're solving is the tracking of the impact, which is a very important problem today. That, let's say, as an investor, as even somebody who's donating your money to impact, to offset your carbon, to basically pledge on something that is meaningful to you, but you really don't know how to track it. But with our platform, we're doing that, and we're creating a system that you can on-chain to see where your money is going, see the report and KPIs of those projects that you're supporting, and really feel that, okay, my money means something, my support means something, and I can see that.
Great, thank you. Such an exciting project. So why did you choose to build on Partisia Blockchain?
So very good question. Basically, one of the biggest problems in the world that why women and minorities don't get funded is because most of the investors are not, from those category of people. I think that white men, like men in the world, they're actually our cheerleaders, our supporters, but we all have like unconscious bias, and that's an unconscious bias from investors that they unconsciously basically invest in those who are similar to them, which are basically mostly men. So the problem of the funding gap, it comes from this problem of not being inclusive in the voting and in the funding decision. So when we thought about that, we realized we really need to create a system, a mechanism that's the voting is inclusive. So in order to make the voting inclusive, we need to make sure that its content is secure. And that's where Partisia is doing a great job and is strong. By using the zero-knowledge voting that Partisia has built, we can make that happen. We are creating our decentralized autonomous organization based on Partisia's blockchain. And by voting of the community, we are making that happen. So we have two levels of voting. One is basically a jury that we have, and the jury is diverse, and they are allowed to basically vote at the DAO level, the first level, and that's made and done by our team, like made on the zero knowledge voting of Partisia. And the second also level of voting is by community, and the whole community who are token holders, who have our NFT, are members, they also can participate in the voting. So with that, we make sure that the community, like anybody who's voting, their vote is secure and safe. And then the results will be in an inclusive way, and the community has a basically a voice to choose the project, because they are the ones who are funding them and they're following their progress. So that's basically why we chose Partisia Blockchain.
Great, thank you. And is there any sort of current challenges that you've come across or challenges that you've overcome?
Yeah, so one of the challenges that we've been facing in general in the business is that we really want to create a standard for SDG tracking, and we realize that we're putting a finger on a very big problem today, and that there's a reason that it's not solved yet. And we like difficult problem to solve. So we've been doing our research to see like what are the best ways to measure impact, what kind of questions you can say, and having a standard that it fits different projects. If you go on our website and see the different projects that we support, some of them, they are, for example, based in Lebanon, helping refugees and women to get funded. And another one is a company in Germany that they are recycling fashion waste into sustainable plastic. So it's completely different business models. How could we create a standard to track the KPI and impact of this project? This is a really interesting challenge for us today.
Yeah, of course. Great, thank you. What is your current project status at the moment?
So basically, we have created already our first membership NFT collection that is live and open to on our website. Also, if you're on the allow list, you can mint your NFT. It's now in the private sales. So if anybody is interested, they need to fill up a form to apply to join. So we have already that, and we have already started to create our first members board. We also launched and closed successfully our first acceleration program cohort for the female founders. We received over 200 applications from almost 80 countries, covering over 10 SDGs of the UN. And out of them, with the help of our jury, with the help of the community voting, we chose 30 of them. And we organized a 3-month acceleration program with very, very unique, personalized, detailed mentoring sessions for them. And then we hold a demo day on Women's Day, and out of that we selected the top 3 startups who won a grant. So we gave in total $30,000 to the winners, and our collaboration is going to continue with them, because we're going to build a platform where every project will have their own NFT collection. Every member of the community can buy those tokens of the projects, and then they will have what we're building basically is a SDG passport. So the members have an SDG passport that is connected to each of their investment, and they can track the SDG impact of the projects. So it's going to be something very beautiful, dynamic NFT, attractive, and it's going to be linked with so many rewards and community perks that we are putting together for everyone. And we're so excited that we're sharing that with Partisia and your community.
Great, thank you. So many exciting things happening. What can we expect in your roadmap in terms of short and long-term goals?
So right now we are basically finishing the smart contracts for the community voting on Partisia. We're preparing the interface for the voting backend. We're basically connecting Ethereum and Partisia. That's the bridge that we were making. And in June, basically, we're going to have the first version of the app, and end of summer, hopefully everything goes well. We're going to have the functioning platform on Partisia Blockchain. What you can expect from us is a lot of cool news. Actually, just next week, we're going to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. So 1 year ago, with my sister and with our amazing team, we decided to build 1,000 faces. So we're going to celebrate that. You can join us on social media. You can sign up on our event and basically be part of that. We're going to share some exciting news and some rewards for the people who are going to join, some pull-ups there. And then we're going to start the next cohort. Anybody who's a female founder wants to be part of the journey, they need support, they need funding, they can join us. You can find us on all our social media. Join our Discord, come and talk to us. We hold actually almost every week. So if you want to be part of it and just have any question, you're curious, you can join and come and ask.
Great, thank you. Yeah, I think we covered pretty much everything of the questions that I had. What is the best way for everyone to keep up to date on your project, like your key links and yeah?
Sure. So we have a website that you can read about the details of our project and our white paper. You can check out the projects that we have already supported. They came in our program. The social media are the best way, I would say, especially Twitter and LinkedIn. And then you can just come and join our Discord and come and talk to us. That's also the most direct way that you can reach out to us, and we always answer to everybody. So yeah, I'm gonna drop the links there.
Thank you so much for your time, Moojan. Excited to see how the project develops.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.